stage and in front of people and having to kind of be larger than life, you really just have to commit, and that was really scary to do. That's actually an interesting one, because like my dream job actually has nothing to do with music. So I'm a teacher, and I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and I kind of at one point was like, oh, well, I love music, I love teaching, my dream job is a music teacher. But in the past couple years, in my like first few years teaching, I realized that music and theater is something that is like a separate passion of mine that I just love to do. I think the first time I was ever like really super nervous when it came to performing was my first like piano and voice recital. When I was little, I just did piano for a little bit. And I remember like going up there and doing my thing with the piano and like not caring whatsoever. And it was great and it was wonderful. And then I had to go up to sing and I was like shaking. I was so scared. But there's something with singing that's just so vulnerable, because like your instrument is you. Granny was ill the day the earth stood still, but he told us where we stand. And Flash Gordon was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. My like initial desire to do anything music related was really like innate. Like it wasn't because like I saw someone else doing it and I wanted to do it or copy them. I just like, I kind of always knew I loved it. But like once I kind of got started with things, you know, just seeing, like I went to an arts high school. So when I was in grade 9, seeing all the senior like choirs and ensembles and productions and being like, that is so incredible. And I feel so like moved by what they're doing, and it's like, I want to be able to do that. I was always like super into music. I took piano lessons starting at 6, I want to say, and I also wanted to sing, and that was the deal. If I wanted to sing, I had to take piano lessons. So that started off really young, and I did choir all throughout my childhood. And then I did my first like little theater camp when I was, I want to say 10 years old, just through the studio that I took voice lessons with, and absolutely loved it. I made like my best friends there and just really loved like being able to sing but like put on a show at the same time. I did a production of Rocky Horror, and I played Magenta. It was very fun. I completely wiped out going down the stairs and dislocated my shoulder, and then had to perform in a nice bedazzled sling for the rest of the show. So I think it's funny now. It's a little bit ironic, but it certainly it was an exit to remember, and I'll be careful to stay on the floor next time I do a show. So. You haven't said a word about my dress. You're a brute. See how it moves when I think whether you want to like pursue it as a career or keep it in your life as a hobby, if it's something that you genuinely love, like make sure you still have that in your life in whatever way works best for you. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, I can't go into it as a career because it's like there's no job, so there's no this, so there's no that, and like, yeah, I don't know. If it's important enough to you, you'll find a way to make it work into your existing life.